In April of 2010, Dan Shu opened the BMW Motorcycles of Riverside and is quickly becoming one of the most successful motorcycle dealerships in the country. Today we'll be talking to him about how the SBDC helped make this happen. Let's go talk to Dan. Today we're here with Dan Shu from BMW Motorcycles of Riverside. Hi Dan, how are you doing?
Very good. It's a great day today.
Now Dan, can you tell me what you did before you opened this BMW store and what made you want to open it?
Well, I spent 30 years in the high-tech industry and done everything from engineering to starting technology companies, and motorcycles were always a good escape and a way to stay connected with the world, and it's just a passion of mine. And for the last 8 years, I started to figure out ways to get into owning a dealership, and finally managed to pull the trigger and get it done.
That's great. Now, can you tell me about any obstacles you faced when you first had to open this store, and how did you manage those?
Well, there are all kinds of obstacles. First of all, to work with BMW has been a good experience. They really, knew what they wanted to do, but it takes time, and so just taking a lot of time and having a lot of patience was the first big issue. And then how to capitalize a company and get it started in the face of a terrible economy. So when I started doing this, GM was getting bailed out, and car dealerships are going, broke left and right, and so going to a bank to get money or something like that was completely out of the question. But that was sort of the biggest final thing I needed to get through, was to make sure I had a good plan to properly capitalize the business.
And what challenges do you foresee in the future, and how do you plan on managing those?
Well, right now we're a growing company, and we're increasing our sales every month is a new record, and so we're just trying to stay aware with what's going on, and we're trying to make sure that we continue to make sure the company has the resources it needs to take advantage of this great market that we're in.
Now, I understand that the SBDC helped you start your business. What exactly did they do for you?
Well, I met with Paul, and it was a great start. Basically, I wanted to make sure I had a plan in case I needed some capital to figure out where to go, and I had no idea how long that would take and who to start talking to, and I had a list of banks about 80 or 90 long, and I'm thinking, like, how do I even get through this? And Paul gave me some advice and some guidance, and the SBDC, connected me with the right people, and it became a relatively painless process.
And would you say that the SBDC then is vital for any company that's starting out or wishing to grow bigger?
Well, I do. I mean, I'm not the richest guy on earth, so I wanted to make sure that I did have access to capital, and it was a very important part of the step for me.
Great. Are you excited about the future of the BMW, and why?
Well, BMW right now has the best motorcycles. They are just killing it when it comes out with new models, and they're gaining market share. So from a BMW perspective, I couldn't be happier with BMW, and I've been a BMW fan and an owner for a long time. From a business point of view, yeah, the market's coming around. People are discovering that we're here, and every month has been another step forward in developing the business. And so I think we just got our best days ahead of us, and we're really excited about that.
And do you think the SBDC will continue to be vital to your business in particular?
I think so. I mean, I think that you never know what's going to happen. You never know what opportunities are coming forth in the future. It'd certainly be nice to get a second location or to develop further. But we've got so much potential growth here. I anticipate that we'll continue to be partners in the future.
Now, what makes you different than your competitors? Why are you so successful?
Well, I think it just takes hard work, the bottom line is, but it helps to have a passion, for this kind of a business. That's certainly, one key part. But I think the biggest thing is I didn't know what I would do from a sales point of view. I thought service was the key and focus was the key, and so we set out to be a single line dealership to do the best focus job we could do for the BMW market, and I got the most experienced people and the most capable people and the best people I could find. And in my previous companies, I've learned that lesson over and over again. So just the best people, the best service, and just be in it for the long run and deal with everybody with the utmost integrity, and that's really what we try to do here.
And can you tell me how much your numbers have grown and increased in employees, sales since you opened your doors?
Well, we started off with 6 people, a core of 6 people. We've grown to 9 at this point, and the numbers are increasing. Our service has doubled from the early months. From where we were, our part sales have doubled from the early months, and and our bike sales have probably more than that. But so we're just starting to discover really what we have here, and it's starting to it's at this stage, I would say it's surpassed my initial expectations for what we expected to have.
Well, thank you very much, Dan, and I wish you the best of luck in your continued ventures. Now we're going to turn and talk to Paul Nolta from the SBDC and talk to him about how he helped Dan here grow his business. I am here with Paul Nolta from the Inland Empire Small Business Development Center. Hi, Paul.
Hi, Jennifer.
Can you tell me why the SBDC is important to small businesses in the local economy?
Sure. We are crucial in making the links to local connections within the industry. We work very closely with local lenders, with local cities and counties. We speed up that process. In addition, we're a link to local lenders in the area. Secondly, we provide one-on-one confidential consultation on everything from marketing to projections to business plans to getting people ready to see lenders. So that's one big crucial part of it. And third is education. We do close to 200 workshops throughout the Inland Empire on everything from startup to HR to incorporation to starting your business.
Very nice. And what does the SBDC have to offer to just any small business?
Wealth of knowledge, streamlined process, and we're there to help you start, create jobs, and grow your business.
And what are the most common challenges that your clients face when starting or growing their business?
Starting or growing their business is the uncertainty, not knowing what that break-even needs to be on the opening day. That's part of it. What type of licenses and permits am I going to need to start my business? It runs a big gamut, but I would probably say the biggest one is financial uncertainty, the risk associated with it.
And how did you help Dan here at BMW start his store?
Dan was actually an easy process. He had the plan down. He had the passion. He knew what he wanted to do. I would say it's the third leg of what we do, which is a link to local resources, streamlining that process for him, eliminating the learning curve and helping him get in front of the lenders that he needed to see, know what he needed to project to them, what type of financials and stuff they were looking for. And I think that speeded up the process for him.
And what would be the first step for someone interested in starting a business when they come to you?
First step is simply set up an appointment. Come down, sit with us, and learn what we have to share with you.
The Inland Empire region is a great place to start or grow a business, and BMW Motorcycles of Riverside is the perfect example of how, with some guidance from the SBDC and a lot of hard work, entrepreneurs can make their dreams come true. I'm Jennifer from Southern California CEO. Thanks for tuning in.